And we back. All right, I think it is time for me to step in and help the Los Angeles Lakers win the championship. Now, of course, this team has championship aspirations, but they have come out the gate really struggling. I'm recording this the day after the Christmas game, so I think they're on a 4 to 5 game loser streak or something crazy like that. It's at 5 now. So yeah, I'm trying to help the most popular NBA team of all time win another championship. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Let's hop into it. Today's video is brought to you by NordVPN. They are back and I'm excited to talk about it. Hit that link in the description to go to NordVPN/KLT4Q because they're giving you a 2-year plan plus an additional month at a huge discount right now. If you don't know what a VPN is, it protects your internet connection and privacy when you're online. So when you're in a public setting and you're on the Wi-Fi that you're not familiar with, you know that you are safe because you're using NordVPN and it protects your IP and it protects all of your information. NordVPN makes it super easy to use. With just one click, you can turn your VPN on instantly. Or be like me and use the auto connection. I hit the button once and whenever I'm online, NordVPN is protecting me. You can connect up to 6 devices. It has over 5,000 servers and is the fastest VPN on the market. Of course, I love security, but I also love the amount of doors it opens on streaming platforms. Sometimes on Netflix and I'm looking for a show and it's not available in my region. Boom, I'm heading over right to the UK Netflix and they typically got it. So Nord has been around this channel for a long time because I truly believe in their product. So I want y'all to get in on it too. Hit that link in the description or go to NordVPN.com/KLT4Q because they're giving you a 2-month plan plus an additional month at a huge discount. Nord, thank you again for sponsoring the video. Hey, this is how I know that 2K is like dead. Because usually when I do a video like this, I'm trying to find somebody else's version of Start Today because 2K doesn't have Start Today in next gen for some reason. They've never given us a reason why. It's just not in the game. So we have to rely on individual people across the globe to create a version of Start Today. Well, there was only one that was even half decent. And when I say half decent, I mean it because they got the Lakers record at 13-21. Now in real life, they are not nearly that bad. They're 16-18, but this one has them wrong. But like the Warriors are right. The Suns are right. The Jazz are right. Either way, this is the closest thing I can get to real life now because they just lost to the Brooklyn Nets. Okay. So, now I'm not saying this is about to be a hyper-realistic rebuild, but it's not going to be super ridiculously unrealistic either. Because let's keep it a buck, man. If I really wanted to go out there and make a crazy trade, I got the pieces to make a super crazy trade. You know what I'm saying? And I might make a crazy trade, but not a super crazy trade. You understand what I'm saying? Cool. But last night after the Christmas Day game, there was a tweet that I thought was very wild. Follow me on Twitter if you don't. Someone said, retweet if the Lakers should trade Russell Westbrook. It has 11,000 retweets as I'm recording this video. So my job is to find Russell Westbrook a new home that will end up having us win a championship too. It is hard because Russell Westbrook is, I think, a top 5 player when it comes to his salary. And obviously you see 2K keeps having this overall drop lower and lower. He's only an 83 overall at this point in his career. So I got to find a team that wants to deal Russell Westbrook's contract for at least a season or 2 because he's got a player option and the money is ridiculous. He'd be crazy not to accept that player option. So we got to find a team that would like to keep Russell Westbrook there for the rest of this season and next season. But also find a team that can give us something that can help us propel into a championship team. It's a hard thing to do, man. Now, real life, LeBron is playing some of the best basketball he's played in recent years. Now, in this simulation, he's not averaging like whatever he's averaging in real life. He's only averaging 23, but it is just simulation. But my goal is to get this team back to the promised land. Now, if you want to know my opinions about how the Lakers are playing right now, I have a whole nother channel that is NBA related where I talk about games and stuff going on around the league. So hit that link in the description or use the end card at the end of the video. Okay. I know if I did trade finder Russell Westbrook, they're going to get us some good trades, right? Like Gordon Hayward would be an upgrade. Harrison Barnes and Buddy Hield, I don't think I'm giving them Melo in that trade, but like bringing Brandon Ingram back, like if this was a table or something on the table for real, they should pull the trigger on this trade, but it's not. It's unrealistic. The Detroit Pistons don't want Russell Westbrook because that's going to get in the way of their development of Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham. We're not doing the Russell Westbrook for John Wall trade again. That will be the second time they've been traded for each other. Chris Paul doesn't make sense for the Suns. The OKC Thunder not giving me this year's pick to bring back Russell Westbrook. They're not doing that. They are tank. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves are playing better than what people expected, so they're not trying to trade for Russell Westbrook. So what is a team that could really use Russell Westbrook in my fake world that I'm building right now? And I know this is polarizing because Russell Westbrook is one of those players that a lot of people love and a lot of people hate to love. So I have a team in mind, and I'm sure the comment section is going to be filled with team or fans of this team saying, Kenny, we don't want Russ. I don't really care. If they accept this trade, you're taking Russell Westbrook. I'm telling you that now. That team is this team. Yes, sir. How will Luka Doncic and Russell Westbrook play together? Probably bad. Probably not great. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I kind of do. In this trade, they have like the contracts of Reggie Bullock, who hasn't been playing well for them. Dwight Powell, who is an ant player for $11 million. And in this trade, I would also have to get Tim Hardaway Jr. So this is the package we would be getting back for Russell Westbrook, but we have to give them more to make the salaries and number of players match. I'm trying to figure out would I rather have Avery Bradley or Wayne Ellington. I guess I'd rather take Avery Bradley because AB at least plays at least a little bit of defense, and Wayne Ellington is a better shooter, but he doesn't really help us there. So I need to give them one more player. And I guess Rondo has pretty much fallen out of the rotation. But I don't think they need another point. I'm giving them a point guard. They didn't need another point guard. So you know what? Instead of that, I will give them DeAndre Jordan. Send him back. Send him back. And I don't know why his overall is still a 77 in this game. Honestly, I think it should be lower. So in this case, me throwing them this and this and that, we might look at the value. Look at the value. We are definitely giving them more value than what they're giving us back. Does this trade make the Lakers a championship team? Absolutely not. But this is just trade number one. This is just trade number one. We got 83, 72, 77, 77, 76, 73. I feel like I could get more in this fictional world, but we just don't have the money to get any more. So give me a second round pick for 2025, just so I can say we got a pick in it. Boom. Hear me out, Lakers fans. I'm working on something here. I'm working on something because one of the things that I see when I watch the Lakers is they don't have nobody to do the dirty work. And you know who do dirty work? I still ain't found that player just yet. But in due time, we got Tim Hardaway Jr. Y'all been struggling with shooting the ball, and though Tim Hardaway Jr. is not having an amazing season shooting the ball, he can definitely come in and put up 20 points every once in a while, 30 points every occasion. Just hear me out. Once we win the championship, you're going to be like, oh, okay, all of these trades was worth it. And Dallas Mavericks fans, once y'all win a championship in 3 years, you're going to be like, oh, that was a good trade for us. I want to throw LeBron back at the 3 and Anthony Davis back at the 4 because the next guy I want to go after is a big. Anthony Davis has made it very apparent that he doesn't really like playing center that often. So instead of forcing him to play that, I'm going to get him in a place where he's comfortable because we need him to be the best version of himself. You know what I'm saying? So a player that I look at and I'm like, oh, we might be able to make that trade happen is trading THT away because he's the last guy here with at least some value, right? And I don't even know if this trade is going to work out because I don't even know if the contracts make sense. But there's a team with the Pacers that have Myles Turner. THT is only making 9. Why did I think THT's contract was bigger than that? Okay. I could throw them Reggie Bullock back. You know, like make this a 3-team trade where Reggie Bullock goes to them, and they got to give us back a player, and we'll take your worst player. In this case, I guess it is Brad Wanamaker. They're gonna say no to this trade, as they should. But I do have this pick. This pick from the Brandon Ingram Anthony Davis trade. I throw that in there. And they say yes. Okay, so we got Myles Turner. And we got Anthony Davis, Tim Hardaway Jr. Rondo is in the starting lineup, which we don't really love. Now we have to find out how the heck we get better point guard play. I mean, the real 2K is trying to teach me how to play the game. The real thing is, like, let's be honest. LeBron should be what is LeBron as a point guard in this game? A 93. Okay, so LeBron should be the point guard. Let's be honest. I mean, I could do this and just let Bron run the 1, right? Let Bron run the 1. Rondo, you can get some minutes off the bench, but you ain't that guy. And when I was thinking about doing this video, I didn't think this far. I thought about those first 2 trades. You know I thought about those first 2 trades, but after that, I'm like, okay, what do we do now? Because, well, we don't have... I know everybody be thinking about the NBA and thinking we need a big 3, big 3, big 3. I don't think you necessarily need a big 3. You need a cohesive unit that understand their roles. This team does not have the dirty work player. So I think that's what we find, that small. Who is the small forward on a team that's not doing well that can be our dirty work player? Let's go back to the standings, man. I forgot Roko's overall was so low now. He's having a really tough season in real life, coming off the bench and everything. So Roko in a normal world, like previous this year, Roko would be the perfect player. And we would have the contracts to make it work because we got Dwight Powell's contract. But now with a 74 overall, he's not worth the $13 million we'd have to pay him this season. This guy's not necessarily known for his dirty work, but we do need scoring. So I'm willing to give y'all a second round pick and get Dwight. Y'all can get Dwight Powell back. Y'all already have a ton of centers. Well, I guess not a ton of centers, but a ton of bigs, power forward, center type molds. But y'all really doing this to get rid of Terrence Ross to get a pick in exchange. And though it's not a first round pick like you might be expecting real life Magic fans, a second is going to get the job done. He is not a guy that I'm expecting to start. Actually, T. Ross is going to come off our bench and be a spark plug because you know what Terrence Ross could do. Okay. We still got Kendrick Nunn, who in real life has not even played, have not touched the floor just yet. He's 26 years old, and I mean, I'm not against trading him because he ain't helping the team at all in real life anyway. He ain't a good locker room guy because we lost 5 in a row and he ain't done nothing about it. So if we can flip him for something, I mean, anything, everybody is on the table, not named LeBron and Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? And I guess Turner, because we just traded for him. Like, I love me some Carmelo Anthony. I would love to see him get a championship, but if I have to trade Melo away to get this team a championship, I will. Now, the only problem is Melo's been having a good season, so it feels weird to be like, hey, we're trading Melo. Dwight is such a good backup in my personal opinion, so I feel like if we're trading him, we have to get something significantly better. Like Malik Monk, 23 years old, right? Sign here for the literal minimum. So if we trade him away, we're not going to get crazy return back because we only had the money to match. I'm going to try to get Kenny Hustle, the Bulls' second round pick. I'm giving him Kim Bazemore. I know it's only a 1 overall increase, but I really like Kenrich Williams. And when I'm talking about the dirty work guy, he can be one of those dudes that he might be in the starting lineup low key. Ron Bron at the 1, Tim Hardaway Jr., Kenny Hustle, Anthony Davis, Myles Turner. We got Melo, Dwight Howard, Terrence Ross, Malik Monk off the bench. And then we still got Kendrick Nunn getting some minutes. Okay. All right. This bench unit needs a stopper. You know? It needs a stopper. We got scoring in T. Ross and Carmelo. So Malik Monk feels redundant at this point. Stanley Johnson had a good Christmas Day game, man. So I'm gonna bring him to the team. And I'll talk about a bench stopper. One thing that you can say about Stan the Manimal is that he plays a lot of defense, so he's going to go into the rotation. It's extremely hard to find a trade for one or both of these dudes, man. Either I feel like I'm like really taking advantage of other teams to the 3rd degree, because I feel like every trade I've done so far has been somewhat lopsided in our favor. That is for sure. But all the other trades I'm seeing are like so terribly bad, where I'm getting like extreme value for these players, but I didn't even know if they're that nice. The Cavs want to give me Denzel Valentine and an unprotected pick. I guess I'll do that one. It still feels like I took advantage of an organization. So, I mean, I don't know. We can go back and revisit that trade in a few years or whatever. But right now, it feels like I might have gotten away with a little something. How we feeling? Listen, I ain't have a lot to work with, first of all. I know some people even calling for this man to get traded. I ain't have a lot to work with. I think we improved our spacing. With Tim Hardaway Jr. shooting is not insane. Let's be honest. It's a 76. Kenrich Williams is an 81. Anthony Davis shooting has been the worst it's ever been. But we got Myles Turner who stretches the floor. You know, second unit got Melo, T. Ross, Dwight Howard, Kendrick Nunn. And I decided to put T-Riz in there over Stanley Johnson. We'll see how that ends up going. If T-Riz sucks, then we're going to take him out of the rotation and let Stan the Man get some minutes. Are we a championship team? Are we rivaling the Warriors and stuff? It really depends on how good LeBron will be in the simulation. All right, first game. We ain't won a game in some time, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't won some games in some time. There it is, first win. And we won by 40. That's a good old triple-double for LeBron James. Turner in his first game on this team, he shot 9 for 10. Kenrich Williams. Well, Kenny Hustle, look at him. He's out there hustling. Come on, man. 2 offensive rebounds. Let's go. All right, next game, we're going against a little back-to-back action. We lose pretty bad. But it's like the Grizzlies who are good. Okay, things are going to be tough out here. Another 3-game losing streak. There's a win. Okay, we like those. They don't happen too often around here. I'm actually going to take Avery Bradley out of the rotation. I'm taking Avery Bradley out of the rotation. Shorten the rotation. Hopefully that makes us a little bit better. You know, some bad minutes out of the way. There's another win. I need AD to, like, real life turn up. The man is averaging 17 and 10 in this simulation. Turn up, AD. This is not the you we expect, my boy. That's not the you we expect. We need you to really... There we go. That's a win. And there you go. This is the AD we need every single night. But we don't be getting it like that, y'all. We don't be getting it like that. Listen, we still got like a month until the trade deadline. If y'all ain't working out, best believe we'll go another step. There's another win. Oh, this doesn't have injuries, so Jamal Murray is back. But Jokic had a triple-double. Didn't matter because Bron put up 30, 13, and 9. And only 2 turnovers for my big fella. AD is really disappointing everybody right now. It's cool, though. We're going to go until the trade deadline and see how things are going. And we did get that first-round pick from the Cavs that we could potentially flip into something greater. Because, again, this is not a challenge that's supposed to... Oh, there's a win streak. We're knocking off a win streak. There it is. 6 seed. Just like that, we added a play-in again. Ooh, Clint Capella. See, these are the trades that's so stupid that we're not going to do. What a win streak. I don't even know what I was saying. When will we ever lose another game? Yep. As soon as I start talking. Nah, but I think what I was saying is that since we're at the trade deadline, we can go out there and see what else is up around the league. If there's more teams selling or rebuilding or something. We got that pick from the Cavs. This is a team that was built to win a championship. So, like, I'm not afraid to give up my future picks. LeBron is 37 now. You know what I'm saying? He's only going to be around for a couple more years. So we got to try to capitalize while we can. So we will go around the league and see what's up. Kendrick Nunn is back up. He's not depressed anymore about his playtime and stuff because we actually getting him some PT. And yeah, so we got to go around the league and see what's up. We still got Kendrick Nunn's and Rondo's contract potentially to throw into some trades. Let's see. I would have loved to be real buyers, but there was nothing really there. So right now we're sitting at the 7th seed in the play-in. But in the last 10 games, you saw that win streak we went on. Things could be better. I don't know if I'm picking us in a series versus the Warriors, especially because now they are healthy. But if we have a playoff series, I'm rolling the dice with LeBron on my team, and I feel like we can win anything. As long as this guy comes to play in the playoffs like he has for the majority of his career, I feel like anything is possible. Season is wrapping. Jokic won MVP. Kay Cunningham, Kevin Love, 6-man. Giannis, Tyrese Maxey, Steve Kerr. We ended up being the 4th seed, so that's great. LeBron is All-NBA first team. His numbers went up since we started the simulation. I think he was at 23 or 24 points per game. Now it went up to 26, which is the most since his first year in LA, which is a good sign. Probably led the league in assists, maybe 2nd or 3rd in assists. I feel good about LeBron James' performances. It's really about the rest. All defensive first team for LeBron too. That's surprising. And Myles Turner, all defensive second team. So that was a really good trade. We got 2 all defensive players in our team. We are the 4th seed. Anthony Davis' final stats ended up being about 20 points per with 11 rebounds, which is less than what you want from a guy that should be that was top 75 all time. And LeBron's actually 2nd when it comes to assists behind Chris Paul, who averaged about 11. Okay. All right. Rebounding. Anthony Davis is number 8. Here we go. First round, we're going against the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, that's very interesting. I'm guessing their team looks the same. Now, teams could have made trades and everything, but they look pretty much identical to what they look like in real life. I think for the playoff run, I want to shorten the rotation a little bit more. Kendrick Nunn, even though you've been having what seems like an okay season for us, we're going to take some of those minutes. You too, Dwight. You too. Every one of my bench players we're taking some of your minutes away because we're giving them to Bron, we're giving them to AD, and we're giving them to Myles Turner, who is all defensive team. All right. Memphis, first round. Game 1 is a win. LeBron with a triple-double. Anthony Davis with a double-double. And then we kind of clamped up on their team. Game 2 is a win. We win at home. 42-10 for LeBron. All right. And Ja Morant struggled in game number 2. Game 3, we're up 3-0. 1 game away from getting to the second round. LeBron James with a triple-double and Anthony Davis with a 35-20 game. That is playoff Anthony Davis, y'all. That's playoff. This is playoff Anthony Davis. That's what we need every single night. Did I say 7? Hold on. Let's go back. Oh, my God. The Clippers just beat the Warriors as the play-in team. Kawhi is back. And that... No way. Ain't no way that Dallas flipped Russell Westbrook to Klay Thompson. all of the realism that I was trying to do, just a little bit of it, is gone. It's 100% gone now. It's wraps. They traded Klay Thompson to Dallas, and they end up losing in the first round. Who would have thought that Klay Thompson played a big old part in this team's success? And they traded for Russell Westbrook. They get eliminated in the first round. That's insane to me. Insane. And guess what? Dallas won because what's Klay Thompson average? He's averaging 29 in the playoffs. 60% shooting, 45% from three. It wasn't me. You know what? That makes me think, well, are there more crazy, wild trades? I know this is a little tangent, but we got to look. So we traded them Russell Westbrook December 26th. December 27th, they traded Russell Westbrook. He wasn't there for 48 hours before they was like, no. That's an amazing trade for them. Think about this. They traded Reggie Bullock, Dwight Powell, and Tim Hardaway Jr. and got back Klay Thompson and Damian Lee. That's an amazing trade for them. It does not get better than that. What? All right, well, we're going to get the 8th seed, LA versus LA. No home games, no home games, no road games, but we got Kawhi versus LeBron. They're not guarding each other, but they probably should. All right, here we go. AC. I feel pretty good against the AC, Loki. You know what I'm saying? They are the 8th seed at the end of the day. Game 2 is a win for the Lakers as well. 38-17 for Anthony Davis. Playoff stats are killing the regular season stats. I'm loving it so far, AD. Keep it up, man. We lose a game. I didn't expect to sweep this team. This team still has Kawhi and Paul George. So I didn't expect to sweep. But we can get it done at 5. If we can get it done at 5, Bron, we can get it done at 5. Okay, and we're going against the team we made the first trade with. LeBron had a 30-20 game, by the way. And I think the game, but wait, one of these games, his stats were crazy, and I kind of just looked over it. Yeah, 38-4-4, and then almost 30-15 for AD. We're going against the 6th-seeded Dallas Mavericks. I mean, this team is nice. They got DJ starting at the center. That's not great. But, like, if Luka had a Klay Thompson-type dude on his team, I don't need to hit no more. You know what I'm saying? But nope, this is our chance. The 1 seed got eliminated over here by Cleveland, by the way. Colin Sexton came back from his injury in a game 7, gave them 30. This simulation is weird, bro. Very, very weird. Miami put the clamps on Kevin Durant and company, and they got Kyrie still. KD had 15 points in an elimination game. What the heck? They got Bogdanovich. Hey, this not supposed to be realistic anymore, I guess. Shout out to 2K for messing up a semi-realistic video. LeBron, 30-point triple-double. It's the playoffs, baby. You know what he was doing. Game 2 is another win for the LA Lakers. Oh, my God. This is what we need. And I say we because, again, we repping Lake Show today and only for today. This is what we need to be successful. 39-39 for our 2-star players. 2 all-NBA 75 players. Now, we're not going to sweep again. They do have Giannis. Nope, they do have Luka and Porzingis and Klay Thompson. So I didn't expect to sweep. But I do want it to be in 5. That's 4. LeBron with a 46 and 11. Stop playing with Bron. And it is a 5er. What LeBron's playoff stats? You talk about him going 0 dark 30. You know he used to do that back in the day when he was not posting on socials at all during the playoffs. He must be doing that again. The 33, 9, and 11 in the playoffs. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Now his minutes have gone up dramatically. Well, not dramatically. 3 extra minutes per. But it's the playoffs. That's what you do to your best players in the playoffs. You get them more minutes. I mean, the plus minus, he is killing the game. And the playoffs, he's already got almost 500 points. Here we go. We're going against these 76ers who have Ben Simmons guarding Bron. So that's very interesting. How many Myles turn into be that all-defensive player that we saw him win the award of? Game 1 against the 76ers is a Lake Show win and a low score. Wait, not a low scoring one, but a very evenly scored game for our team. We had so many players in double digits. LeBron didn't have an amazing game. He actually fouled out of this game in 36 minutes, but he was close to a triple-double. AD and Kenrich Williams, Kenny Hustle with a big old game in the first game of the NBA Finals, and Joel was on a struggle. He was struggling out there. Only attempted 10 shots. Ben Simmons only attempted 10 shots. They did not get a ton of shots up. Well, I guess 80. They ended up getting 86 shots up compared to our 91. But either way, game 2 is a Lakers loss. Okay, that's fine. We not gonna look at that. We come back in game 3. Now game 2, let's go back. their big men dominated. Look at that. Look how many points that is. I'm not doing the math, but that's a lot of points for 2 bigs. But in game 3, we came back and then we stopped Drummond from doing anything except for rebounding the ball. And you know what? If one of their stars is killing us, that's okay because we got 2 of them. We got 2 stars around here. Go up. Let's go. 1 game away from the NBA Finals. LeBron with a 33, 17, and 10 game. 33, 17, and 10. Anthony Davis, 2 assists away from a triple-double. 26, 16, and 8. 1 game away. It's not that one. 1 game away. There it is. Lake Show, stand up. 25.5 triple-double averages for LeBron James in the finals. And just like that, we have done it. Trevor Ariza gets that ring. Carmelo said, hey, I'm coming back. Listen, we won it and I'm coming back. Oh, Joe Johnson's back in the game. That's great. If you enjoyed the video, as always, be sure to leave it a like. Now, again, I tried to make it in the realm of realism, but it wasn't necessarily realistic. But hopefully you did have fun. We did our ultimate goal, which was to help the Lakers win a championship. Now, I can take the shirt off and go put back on my Bulls shirt because this feels like I'm cheating. And I don't like that.